Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Stacy, and on this channel we pretty much talk about everything under the sun on this planet, energetically, everything that could exist, like in the world, and anything can exist. So let's get into it, right? Let's get into it. So today I am back. As you saw from a previous video, I took a very long hiatus. I was going to come back that Monday, and I realized that I needed to actually go within and do some deep healing. Sorry, I'm just very not comfortable in that position. Anyway, so I went and did some very deep healing, and I also had to deal with the death of my grandmother, who, as you may know, I was without my house for like 5 years, and I lived in my grandmother's basement with my kids. And it wasn't the best of situations, but it could have been a lot worse. So thankful as I am, she did give me a roof and a place to stay. So now I am back. I have worked very hard on my inner self and who I am, and I want to share that with you. So today I think we're going to talk a little bit about, energy, collective energy, purging, specifically purging energy, energetic purges. So during my spiritual awakening path, I would come across people that were filled to the brim of negative energy, just filled with negative energy. And every time I would cross their path, being an empath, every time I would cross their path, be a certain amount of distance from them, I could feel this, and my body would take on, my energy field would absorb that energy. So for the longest time, these negative emotions from other people, because I didn't know how to shield myself or ground myself into myself, I didn't know how to do that yet. So along the way, I have learned so much about how to do this stuff. So being in that negative place, I ended up in the dark night of the soul for at least 5 years. My son's father died 7 years ago, and that's when my spiral down got even worse. But listen, we all have situations and things that could be seen as negative or positive. It all depends on how we view it. So what I have decided to do along my journey is that those things that you would traditionally see as, negative, that I have been starting to find the more positive light in that situation. So when it comes to energy, back to energy, so there's negative and positive energies, just like there's negative ions and positive ions. It's scientific. Don't think too hard on it. It really is science. So just like there are negative and positive energies, so your negative energies are going to be like your lower density energies, the energies that make you feel heavy, like grief, depression, sadness, pain, sorrow, heartbreak. All those are lower emotions. They make you feel heavy, they make you feel sad, they make you feel angry, guilty, they make you not feel good about you. So what we want to do is, when we feel those emotions, it's okay to feel that. Whatever you feel is valid for you. I'm going to say that right now. Whatever you feel is valid for you because it's what you feel. But in order to move through these dense, negative emotions that are bogging your whole system down, in order to move through them, you literally have to go into them. So, what happens when you have a grief so deep that there seems to be a bottomless pit of grief? Or a bottomless pit of heartbreak? Or, what? My hair is wet and that's why I keep doing this. Or, what happens when you don't see an end to the pain and the suffering? What happens then? So, what happens is when you think that there is no end, that's when you're hitting the bottom. When you think that you can't pull one more ounce of courage to do something or one more ounce of strength to get up, it's when you've hit the bottom. And when you hit the bottom, there's no place else to go but up. And when you start going up again, your bottom changes. So your bottom could be like living out in the streets right now. And then your bottom, because of your circumstances, you ended up changing. You're no longer on the streets, you're in an apartment, you have your own place, and now your bottom's changed because you don't want to go back to the streets. Now your bottom is the apartment with the goals, and then your bottom changed. So, because you're never going to go back to that previous bottom because that was too low. And once you start moving up, you change your bottom. So what happens is, with grief and sadness and sorrow and all that, and you think that there's no bottom and that it's just an endless pit of sorrow. It's not. You have to move through all that pain and sorrow to find that true love and happiness and joy in yourself. And when you move into the higher vibrational emotions, the higher spiritual levels, the higher you'll go. The more you see yourself getting happier, finding more joy, finding yourself, figuring out who you are, finding your passion, developing yourself. The more you move up, the more your vibration moves up. Only you have the power to make yourself happy. Nobody on this earth should control your emotions. Only you have the power to sink into your sadness or rise into your happiness. It's true. You have that power. Stop letting people take your power from you. Stop letting people take you from you. It's not right. It's not fair to you. So, today is energy, and the way I raise my vibration if I'm in a lower vibration is I tend to do a lot of meditation. I tend to actually sink into the emotion and release it. Once you sink into it and you know what it is and you know where it's coming from, you can let it go. And once you can let it go, you don't have to have that emotion anymore. It could come up at an earlier date, but every time it comes up, it's going to be easier and easier for you to move through it. Because you're actually vibrating at a much higher level 90% of the time. So that 10% of the time where you take that, it's just quick, and then you're back up. It's quick down, back up. You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs, you're going to fluctuate. That is this human experience. We have human emotions. We are here on this planet for a reason. We are here to raise the vibration of this freaking planet. There is too much hate, pain, anger, injustice. Like, there's too much negativity going on in this world right now. War. Like, come on, people. We are here to collectively raise the vibration of this planet into something peaceful, loving, and beautiful. And the way that we can do that is by starting with us. Once we learn how to make ourselves happy, we can go about adding more joy into the world. And once we can start adding more joy into the world, more love into the world, more peace into the world, more happiness, more harmony, the vibration of the planet will slowly rise. As each one of us comes online to our true divine selves and the actual love that is in our being at all times, the vibration of the planet will continue to rise. And we are doing the best that we can. Be gentle with yourself, be kind to yourself, be loving to yourself. Would you talk to your best friend the way that you talk to yourself? Would you talk to your partner or your lover the way that you talk to yourself? And if you wouldn't, then maybe it's time to change the way you talk to yourself. I mean, I'm just saying. The first step to change is within ourselves. And the only way that we could change the world is simply by changing ourselves. We have no control over anyone else, their actions, their emotions, their feelings, their thoughts, anything about another person. You have no control over it. You can only control you, here, now, you. Your actions, your emotions, your thoughts, your love, your joy, your happiness. That's all you can control. And once you realize that, you'll be well on the way to spreading joy in the planet. And spreading joy and peace and harmony and love in this planet is what this planet needs right now. We need love and peace and harmony. We need to raise the vibration of this planet, because it is going to slowly die if we don't. She's dying now, so let's get to it. Let's get it, because this planet needs some major fucking recalibrations. Just like most of the humans I know need some major recalibrations. Not everything people say is meant to be negative, harsh, or attacking other people. Some people are just bluntly honest, and they don't mean to hurt other people. They're just honest, and that honesty is an actual shadow. So, let's get to it. Let's start moving our vibrations higher and higher. Meditation, 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 meditation. Changing your thought patterns. Change your thought patterns. Only you have the power of your own thoughts and emotions. You are more powerful than you realize. You have the power to change the world just by changing yourself. Just change yourself. You're amazing. You're an amazing person. And if you want to be something amazing, if you want to do better for the world, do better for yourself. Love you.